Hey Gemini, how are you? Happy March. I hope you're doing okay with all of the wacky energies that have just happened in the past few days with the planetary alignments, the full blood lunar eclipse in, what was it, Virgo? 15 solar flares on March the 2nd. And so much. There's just so much going on. So I hope that you're okay, taking good care of yourself, drinking lots of water, and just paying attention to the needs of your body is really going to help during this time. So let's see here. Gemini, what does Gemini most need to know? What does a Gemini? All right, I thought that was one card, but no, it wasn't. All right. Okay, so let's see. So a bunch of cards came out too. Oh no, I thought it was just 3, but it was like 8. So let's see. Y'all, messy. What does Gemini most need to know? One card, please. Phew. All right, we get the comparison card. Anything else? Okay. No. One card, please. What does Gemini? Thank you. Harmony. What does Gemini most need to know? Thank you. All right. So we get the comparison, the harmony card, and the mind card. So, Gemini, I do not know if you are allowing yourself to be taken over by what is going on in your current environment. That could be you're watching a lot of news, maybe you're around people who are fighting all the time. But if you can, do your very best to get a hold of your thoughts about the situation so that you're not all over the place and you're feeling stuck or things become stagnant because your mind is all over the place. Do your very best to appreciate what you do have, so we don't have these feelings of anxiety and angst and feeling like I can't take it anymore, because these feelings could be coming from inside the house. And so we want to do our very best to understand these thoughts have consequences. And the consequence of these thoughts is keeping us in a holding pattern so that nothing feels like it's moving forward. And we love this harmony card because it's telling you, hey friend, please bring balance back to your heart and mind, or heart and mind coherence. This will help you so much to shift out of any type of negativity that's going on. Believe it or not, once we begin to have that heart and brain coherence, that field can be felt several feet outside of you and creates incredible realities in the 3D. So be mindful about where your focus is, where your intention is. All right, so what does Gemini most need to know? Romance, work. What does Gemini? Thank you. Ooh. We get the schizophrenia and the innocence card. So here again, we're talking about our focus and where is our mind? Oh my goodness. Okay. So we get the schizophrenia card, the innocence card, and the guilt card, Gemini. So these cards are just saying that there is something else going on that maybe we haven't taken a good look at, that we need to. We need to. And I don't even like to use the word need, but it is impeding your progress. It is impeding your process. Everything looks like it is halted because of the way we're thinking about it. So if we're like Chicken Little, the sky is falling, right? We're only going to experience that back to us from the universe, because that's all the universe can do, is show us our dominant frequency. And if we are scattered and not in the present moment, grounded, ready, present, we're going to experience that back to us. So if we can, we need to, I don't even like that word, but this is what will stop the pattern, is by grounding ourselves and catching ourselves mid freak out, right? Mid like, oh my God, because that neediness, that anxious energy is another word for fear, right? And so we're telling the universe, hey, I don't trust you. I got to do all this shit by myself. And so what does that do? It repels every good thing away from you. So we want to do our very best with the harmony and the innocence card to ground ourselves, to interrupt those patterns. Even if you can't be happy and grateful and sing kumbaya, you can interrupt those patterns by just looking at something else, letting some music distract you, putting on a movie, taking a nap. You just want to interrupt those patterns so that that is not your dominant frequency, and so that your brain waves, the way your brain operates, it doesn't always go to negative, to everything's the worst. So to recap, Gemini, there is something going on that we need to, if we can, do our very best to process. It looks like it is up for clearing, it is up for healing, but we are still focused on it in a, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Oh my God. And if we can get a hold of our mind, if we can get a hold of it, ground ourselves, take a look at what is going on. Do you feel insecure? Are you fearful? What is going on? And figure out some sort of way to process how you feel so that it's not your dominant frequency and you don't experience something like a health challenge or, God forbid, something, that could be even worse than that. So, if you can, it's time. It's time to get a hold of our thoughts. So now, Gemini, if there's a question that you have always wondered, what is that and what's going on? And I'd love to know the answer to that. Yes or no? Hold it in your mind. Hold that question in your mind. What is the thing that you would most, what's the thing that you would most like to know the answer to? All right. Okay, so 2 cards popped out. The 5 of Cups and the High Priestess in reverse. So this is a double yes. The High Priestess in reverse is just telling us that the energy is slow moving. But whatever your question was, the answer is a double yes. The energy is just moving a little bit slow. So thank you so much, Gemini, for joining me here on your March reading. And if you did enjoy this reading, would you please like, share, and subscribe to the channel? It helps the channel so much. Thank you again for being here, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.